Alright. Let's start with getting all this precious loot. Okay. Let's see. Transmission Tower Alpha. Main menu. Directory. Locate facility staff. One result found. Ah, Clarence Mosley is still alive, and he's at the Musgrave Collection in Byzantium. Thank you for your diligent commitment to personal tracking and surveillance. Let's check out these logs. We've been through a lot together, old friend. But they just blared the evacuation order. Guess that's the end of Gorgon. For the record, you're my favorite comms tower in the whole system. I'll never forget you. Love, Technician number 13, junior grade. Well, shit. Fancy seeing me here. The last escape shuttle left a few of us in its dust. Never seen anyone lift off in such a hurry. We scattered like roaches. It's every man and woman for themselves now. You're still up and running, I see. Looks like only one employee left with their tracker flipped on. What a rube. Signing off. For good this time. You take care of yourself, Comms Tower. Don't forget to stand up straight like I taught you. Best, Technician number 13, junior grade. Aw, well, he's gonna be... Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this technician made it out safe okay. Well, let's see, let's get everything here. I assume we've got to go to Byzantium now. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. Alright, well I was expecting to be transported to a location. Cool. Now that it's quicker, let me check the journal. Okay, so we gotta go to Byzantium. Here we go.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Ah, okay. I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch her through. Can you tell Miss Ambrose I'm very busy and I'm very busy and then hang up on her? Alright.
Captain, imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Well, someone warned me to stay away from Gorgon, then lock the place down. Not yet. Your mother's office has been sealed tight. I found a lot of shady corporate intrigue. When I find it, you'll be the second to know.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
Could be an agent from Spacer's Choice who doesn't appreciate spies. Someone with an old grudge would be my guess. You tell me. We didn't have a chance to exchange pleasantries.
Drat. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's Choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
Well, are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff? I don't suppose your mother left you any passwords or mysterious keycards. In other words, multiple big red buttons. Well, let's see.
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Huh. Did you know that Gorgon was developing Adrenatime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was Adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that Adrenatime created Marauders? I should be off.
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea Adrenatime could make Marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about Adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Right. I should be off. But why would Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of Adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Well, could one drug really do all that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of Adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Well, I'm heading back out. You really know your business, Minnie.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work.
Aww.
Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Faux show. Yes. Crack your knuckles. Cut the transmission. I'll keep that in mind. Being seeing you, Minnie.
That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Man, I really hope she doesn't end up being a twist villain. At least like they're making her more likable. Actually, I think I can fast travel now. Alright, I've got to make it over here. So now that we're in Byzantium, we're talking about Marauders, let's go with Parvati and Ellie. Right over here. Oh, you finally open. Musgrave family collection discovered. All right.
Welcome to the Musgrave family collection. Still a work in progress.
I see. Okay, so none of this is stealing. What about this? Oh, I can take this. Oh, I think picking will still get me caught.
Hey! Slow down, what's the hurry?
Alright, let's talk.
I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If
Gotcha.
you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
I gotcha. Hold on, I didn't agree to anything. Canid review? I don't know anything about a Canid review. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Oh, that's just so encouraging to hear. I'll just go ahead and add your comment to my permanent record. Now then, how can I help you?
Well, I'm looking for Clarence Mosley. What's with all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh yeah, prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
Ah, okay. You said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Oh, but you will. I thought you were into breaking rules. Sure you can. I already agreed to your stupid confidentiality clause, remember? Oh, what? Alright. Let me enter. I'm assuming that's why they have this here. They're trying to make it look all, scandalous. Okay. I gotta be charming. Oh, right, okay. Mind, body. Oh, okay. This is their way of helping you out.
I'll tell you what I've told all...
Faux show.
Oh.
I thought you were into breaking rules.
That's a fair point. All right. I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Lost? Stolen? Boring. I'm leaving.
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes, let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Well, I'm looking for Clarence Mosley.
Mr. Mosley is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Okay. Well, excuse me then. Oh. Pretty fancy. What the... Alright.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Is this about canid hunting? We've been over this before. It's a terrible idea.
Canid hunting is the natural evolution of canid shows. No one's going to miss a few backwater laborers anyway.
Huh. Wait. Let me move a bit.
It's not
There we go.
canid hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
Since when do you care about impropriety? Canid shows are unlawful, and you showed up anyway.
This is different. I just don't think we should be letting the lower class into Byzantium, even for fun.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
Gotcha.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium temporarily. Long enough for the Canids to sniff them out and chase them around.
It's the principle of the matter. Everything belongs in its appropriate place, and laborers do not belong in Byzantium.
I just think you're being rather narrow-minded. A common laborer might enjoy the chance to see Byzantium. Granted, they'd be seeing Byzantium while running for their lives with Canids at their heels.
Bring the idea up in committee if you're so adamant. I just don't think they belong here.
I see. Alright, let me leave and then come back. Anything else? No? Okay.
The excitement wears off rather quickly, don't you think?
I've heard stories of wild Canids outside Byzantium, but frankly, I don't believe it.
Oh. Ooh, wealthy citizen.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Ah, okay. Tilda Coatsworth.
Just between the two of us, I hope this doesn't become a tradition.
Not looking forward to the next annual Canid review?
Not looking forward to the Canids. Odious things. I don't know why we let them prance around the city.
Huh. Going back? Alright, and back here.
At least the drinks are nice. They even scratched off the warning labels. Just like real contraband.
I suppose if we're being generous with our definition of the word drink.
Don't you ever stop complaining?
Huh. Alright, and then coming back.
The ambiance isn't bad. I suppose.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now try it again. Tell me something you liked about the review.
I liked that it was over in time for supper.
Not exactly what I had in mind.
Well, you gotta stay positive. Anything else?
I'm just here for the Spectrum Violet.
I've heard stories of wild Canids
Ah, okay.
in Byzantium, but frankly, I don't believe it.
Is this? Oh, yes, all this complimentary and free. Of course, why don't you give me all this?
I was so looking forward to that new program by Alonso Vallejos. I can't believe it's been canceled.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Looking forward to that new program by Alonso Vallejos? I can't believe it's been canceled.
Gee, it's hard to believe, right? Alright, give me all this liquor. Lovely. Yeah.
Today's trend.
All right.
Tomorrow's trash.
How long did you say Musgrave was gone?
I didn't. Frankly, I don't know. Couple of years? More? He said he was off on some type of beautification treatment, which I can only assume is a euphemism.
Walking away. And I'm
You know
coming back.
what I'd like to see?
Winston Forsythe and Clarence Mosley in a staring contest?
I was going to say a sequel to Terror on Monarch, but I like your idea better.
Oh, yes. Alright, anything else? Wait. Nothing?
I've heard stories of wild caves
All right.
outside Byzantium, but frankly, believe it.
Let's see, is anybody looking? Let's be sneaky. Alright, nobody noticed. Cool. Bum bum brum bum 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 bum. Okay. Actually, I'll keep that. Well, I do have a lot of Spectrum Vodka Red. Okay. Okay. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, let's see all these canids. I wonder if they're trying to hold them out like Pokemon.
Now, Anubis, you must perk up.
Okay, so we have Milburn Hotes, a Canid Handler, the Canid Handler, another one. Okay, so the only one I guess worth talking to would be Milburn Hotes. Anyone else? Okay. Let's check these guys out. Anybody here have a specific name? Nanners? Little Waldo? Timothy? Joan of Bark? Aww. And Spotius. Anubis. Okay. Oh, we have places to go. Okay. Just taking everything. Okay. Oh. Aww. Okay.
Come now, Anubis, you must perk up.
Alright, let's do something about our... Okay.
Are you one of the guards on patrol? I don't suppose you've any formal training in canid husbandry. I really am at my wit's end. It's my little Anubis, you see. He's listless and miserable. I simply don't know what to do about his condition.
Aww. Could be something he ate. Don't worry about it. He probably just hates you. You named your canid Anubis?
Oh, naturally. All our canids are named after the legends of the old pharaohs. Family tradition, you see. You must understand, Anubis is a very picky eater. He dines exclusively on Terra 2 Saltuna, none of that rubbish from Monarch. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a shortage lately. He's so miserable without his Saltuna.
Oh dear. Well, I've got this Spacer's Choice Saltuna. Inspiration. Canids need affection too. Maybe you should be nicer to little Anubis. Look at the poor guy. He's tired of Saltuna. Give him a proper treat. So your family's interested in Egyptian mythology.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I doubt all this excitement is doing any favors to his digestive system. I suppose I have been spoiling him with Saltuna. He could use a change of palate. Oh, I do have some limited edition Rizzo's CCN 76 chocolate bars.
No, are you out of your mind? No chocolate.
Really? I had no idea. I suppose I'll just treat him to some Spectrum Violet then. You've been a world of help. I'll leave a good word on your permanent record.
Sure. Are you okay now?
Yeah, look out. That's what they do just before they piss everywhere.
Look at those wiggles! You think that means we're friends?
Aww. Can I pet you? No? Okay. Wait, are you guys enemies? I don't want you to be my enemies. No, I love you little guys. Aww. Anything else to say?
I'll be sure to raise a glass of Rizzo's Spectrum Violet to your timely assistance.
No worries. Now let's speak to you. Tilda Coatsworth. Let's speak with you.
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know, being the master of ceremonies.
Alright, I just wanted to talk to you. Gee. No count for a conversation. I'll be there in a moment. I'm just picking up all these complimentary stuff. Got anything to sell?
Welcome. This unit has been programmed to provide a selection of marginally subversive repartee.
Ah, okay. My favorite kind of repartee. Let's hear it.
Now loading banter protocol. Indecency ratio set to 15%. Did you know that Orville Schuyler feeds his canids discount salt tuna? Scandalous.
Okay. 15% was too low. Let's set that indecency to ratio to maximum. Wait.
Welcome.
Hack 65. Okay. Where's my hacking hat? Oh, here we go.
Welcome. This unit has indecency ratio set to maximum. Now loading banter protocol. Byzantium's glory days are over. Bits cannot purchase happiness. All pleasure is fleeting. No amount of inebriation will dull the pain of ennui. Warning.
Damn.
This unit's banter protocol has exceeded its maximum allowance of subversive language. Memory wipe initiated. This unit's banter protocol has been erased. Would you like to purchase a drink?
Sure. There we go. Aw. Alright, wait. Let me take all this stuff. Alright, wait. So you're the asshole. Okay.
Welcome.
There we go. Okay. Now let's talk to you.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you.
Oh,
Do
wait.
you know the interesting thing?
Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you.
Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
Excuse me? I'm interested in anything involving canids. Trick question. There isn't anything interesting about canid shows. No, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me anyway.
So am I. Canids are a fascinating species, biologically speaking. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
I suppose. But why are you telling me this? You must be popular at parties.
Oh, goodness, no. Not at all. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me mostly an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mostly.
I've been looking. Oh, that name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right? I'm looking for information about Project Gorgon. I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
So you're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Okay. The manufacturer is on emergency lockdown. I need you to help me lift it. You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings. What's got you so frightened? You want to keep living in the moment. Show me how to lift the emergency lockdown.
I left Gorgon behind for a reason. Several reasons, in fact. Corporate sabotage, abnormally high fatality rates, and the Marauders. We buried
But you
Project
created
Gorgon.
Marauders.
Don't go digging up its grave. You seem like you're in the margin of competence for a freelancer. Find yourself some better work.
The manufacturer is on lockdown.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now.
Fuck you. So. Right on the money. This person activated some kind of emergency lockdown. Any idea who they might be? Were you the one trying to send me a message?
If I wanted to send you a message, I'd arrange for a notarized affidavit. Cryptic warnings and subtle threats are not my forte.
So this person activated some kind of emergency lockdown. Who are they?
Someone with resources. Security countermeasures require a special override. Whoever locked down the facilities must have been watching you. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Well, I was hired to find a journal. I'm just trying to do my job. He's not gonna give a fuck. Something horrible happened on Gorgon. I am just trying to uncover the truth. Project Gorgon created the Marauders. You can't just walk away from that. He's gonna be like, of course I can. How's this for a reason? I'm really heavily armed. I want to see if he has a heart. I just want to see.
Yes, the birthplace of the Marauders. And a graveyard for all our mistakes. Starting Project Gorgon was our first mistake. Trying to bury Project Gorgon while it's still very much alive and clawing its way back to the surface, that may be our last mistake.
What? So, alright. Nobody has to know you were involved. Give me what I want and I'll be on my way. The only thing I want is that journal. How do I convince you to help me? There has to be a way to fix this. Now's your chance to clear your conscience. I'm just trying to uncover the truth. Help me do the right thing. Come on.
I advise against trying to dig up what's been buried. Sooner or later, you're going to draw up something rotten. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. The grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
It's a deal. So what's so important about a trophy? I'm pretty sure the Canid Review is already over.
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
I'll be back with that trophy. That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard. On a second thought, I'm not interested. Excuse me.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it? Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
I know what I'm doing, Clarence, thanks. Before I go, there was something else.
What's on your mind?
So, I found this eye. What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
At the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind. I can't stop thinking about that trophy. Why isn't it in my hands? When is it going to be in my hands? And so on and so forth. You get me that Best in Show trophy, and it'll clear my mind right up.
Alright, so I found this eye. Well, then again, that would be related to Project Gorgon. Let's see if he has anything to say.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
So how'd you lose your eye? Here, take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket. I wanted to ask you something else.
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
So, I wanted to ask you something else.
What's on your mind?
Alright, I'll be back. Let's see. So, I just want to see what happens if I intimidate him.
Hey, do... Well... It's true. I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence. Thank you for lifting the lockdown won't be easy. The trouble is...
Okay.
Right, of course. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. The grand prize trophy.
Okay, so I have to do this quest regardless. Alright. It's a deal. What's so important about a trophy? I'm pretty sure the Canid review is already over.
Yes, but the winner is still in deliberation. Committee won't deliver a result for another 6 to 8 weeks. Bureaucracy. The trophy's being held in a vault at the other end of this hall. Find a way inside, disable any security, lift, carry, deliver. Simple as that.
Alright. You want me to steal for you?
Don't think of it as theft. Think of it as appropriation by commission. My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. I didn't bother
Okay.
Heading the main... What? You? And I...
Okay.
What's on?
Alright. So, that means it gives us a reason to talk to you, I assume. Or I can go there. Well, let's see.
Oh, perfect. Another company buffoon stomping about in a full suit of armor. All over my finest marble. Shouldn't you be on guard duty?
Yeah, I'm your personal honor guard. I was actually here about the Canid review. That's a nice looking trophy you've got over there. You're all degenerates, and I hope the building collapses on you.
I don't recall putting in a request for a personal honor guard. I imagine Musgrave put you up to this as a way of showing deference to me. Whatever happened to that fellow? In any case, I can't hire you. I have a moral and ethical objection to charity.
Alright, I was actually here about the Canid review. That's a nice looking trophy you got there.
Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration. In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably. That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
Oh, locked vaults. Okay. What was your technician doing in the vault? Unbelievable. Whatever happened to competent help?
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades, anti-dissident auto-mechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to. UDL personnel are so irresponsible. No offense.
Huh. Wait, so there's another way into the trophy room? What about the maintenance tunnels?
The tunnels are guarded by auto-mechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. Again, no offense. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
I can find a way into the vault for you. You won't have to dirty your hands.
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable. Here's a keycard. It should help you get around inside the tunnels. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
Well, I'll be on my way. Then let's go in here. Alright, guys. We're getting things done. We're finding where we gotta be. Ooh! More stuff to take.
I won't tell.
Thanks. Oh. Ooh, a special private place to take. Okay. Oh.
Unexpected. Beginning.
Oh. But I want to read this. Installation log. Completed. Schedule annual sanitation and repair Musgrave Family Vault. Number 1. Applied Kinda Pine scented floor wax. Number 2. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. See HHC Board Aesthetic and Interior Regulations Section 33F. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure morale and civil hygiene. 4A. Note. Tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. Number 5. Delivered complimentary mint. Aw, you're a respectable kind of corporate technician. This keycard provides additional access through the tunnels underneath the Musgrave family collection in Byzantium. Ah, I see. Well, okay. Okay. So we've got a couple of things to take. Okay. Trying to see why this would be important or necessary. But I guess if we were doing like stealth stuff. Let's see. What? Alright, let me see what I can get for lock picking. Okay. There we
How'd you do
go.
that so fast?
Magic.
That's
Dead canids. These canids show signs of domestication and extensive grooming.
beyond cruel, even here.
Man. Aww. That sucks. Because I look at these canids like just freaking dogs, and it's like, you don't fucking do that to dogs. Come on. Like, I believe, like, in self-defense, like, if a dog is coming to kill you, then, you know, clearly you have to defend yourself. I'm not saying, like, you can't defend yourself. But, like, you know, you're experimenting on a little dog. And I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be all big, so we've already, like, played God with the canids and, you know, like, bred them to be all tiny. Oh. Okay. What else? I went here. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. I think I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Let's go further down. Or up. What? Oh. Where is everybody? Oh. I'm here. So I can open this door. Ah, I'm so close. Ah, now I want to get this. Most dangerous game brings a whole different meaning to the phrase firing a subordinate. Ah, I need to raise my lockpicking. Okay. So is it considered stealing or... Oh, okay.
You know, stealing from these assholes is its own reward.
Yeah, let's look at it like that. Oh, I want to open this. I'm definitely gonna, like, at the end, try and get my lockpick all the way to 150 just to open all the places. Because I know there were some areas in, on Monarch that I couldn't open. Alright. You privileged. Mostly.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
Fuck you. I found dead canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that?
Dead canids in the service tunnels? Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
You're telling me you had nothing to do with this. I'm right there with you. I'm pretty sure they were domesticated.
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a canid. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
Ah, fuck you. Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
Huh. Well, I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to keep yours. Names and locations, Clarence, I don't have all day.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Okay. Calculated? You use statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math. I could use some information about these researchers.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Let's see. You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either. So these 2 researchers are the only ones left?
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
Ugh. You talk about leaving the past behind, yet you still feel responsible.
Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
I'd like to believe you were a really good person, but... So these two researchers are the only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only two surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
It's possible that they were one of the people that sent me that message, then. Alright, I've got some questions about these researchers. I need two different overrides to lift one lockdown. Why is nothing in this colony ever simple?
I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing.
I see. Alright, I've got some questions about these researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
Well, what do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Okay. Are you sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's Choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
Okay. You're asking me to trust your hunch.
I'm asking you to trust in the predictive power of data. Dr. Blakesley may have disappeared after that sabotage incident, but the trajectory of her life was implied in her permanent record.
So... Oh, what about this Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Auntie Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Ah, okay. Wow, must have been some fancy lab coats. You don't think much of this Jasper Lowe guy. Before I go, there was one other thing. Okay.
Our office gave Dr. Lowe and his team every opportunity to develop a drug under perfectly reasonable guidelines and generous deadlines. Dr. Lowe failed to meet our requests and largely succeeded in using our supply of drugs to get himself higher than the mortality rate of a line worker at a Saltuna cannery.
Huh. So before I go, there was one other thing.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet? There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
I promise I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Fine. Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete?
Why? What happened? Why did Project Gorgon need an actuary? You must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened? What exactly went wrong? So what happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schuyler's have Auntie Cleo, and so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
Ah, okay. So, why did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
So the objectification of people in that way. Okay. You can't break someone's life down into an equation. People aren't numbers.
Of course you can. You can break the entire universe down into numbers and statistics. Human beings are as much a part of the universe as weather patterns and orbital mechanics.
Damn. Well, that is somewhat of a... that is an argument. Okay. So you must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
I see where this is going. Well, what exactly went wrong? Well, one moment. I actually gotta go, but I'll be right back, so I'll just cut the video, and I'll be right back. Alright. I see where this is going.
I see you've been in the same situation. Yes, she wasn't impressed by my absolute value. After she made her feelings clear, I left the project.
Alright. So, what exactly went wrong?
Everything.
Gotta be a bit more specific.
Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
Ah, okay. Your hands aren't clean, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon. So, this project fell apart, and your test subjects became marauders. The staff are all dead or missing. You're the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Huh. Alright.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, Human Inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy. I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
Okay. Nice! Alright. Since some things have come up, I'm gonna end the video early. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. My name is FD, and have a nice day.